When threatened, these snakes may hide their vulnerable heads and elevate their tails, presenting a visual illusion to potential predators. This mimicry serves as a form of defensive strategy, potentially confusing attackers and redirecting aggression towards the less vital tail. Changes in snake populations may reflect alternations in prey availability, habitat quality, or the presence of pollutants. Understanding these relationships is essential for conservation efforts, as declines in snake populations can have cascading effects on entire ecosystems.
When did Sadhguru become this kind? He's always been this kind. It's just that it's important that in today's world, everything needs to be logically correct. Being logically correct will take us to a certain point. Beyond that, some of them, these manifestations are made by human beings, but there are many other manifestations of Naga which are not of human origin. We do not know who created them, definitely not human beings, but they are floating around in the cosmos and doing their own thing. Whoever wants to perceive, whoever wants to dig deeper into life, for them it's always been available. There is many more things that I can do to confuse the hell out of you, which I don't want to do today. We'll choose another day for that, right? Because as you step into these realms, either you will defeat your logic or your logic will defeat you. One of these things will happen. In this little time that we have, but we will just run through these pictures for you to just see, for yourself to make out. I will not really say much about it, but just look through this, just see how intriguing and wonderful it is that going way back, the oldest picture that we have is dated as 20,000 years ago. Here is Ireland, you see this snake symbolism, which is typically yogi. The serpent. Well, this is in your physiology, this is connected to the visceral aspects of who you are. The cellular activity and the movement of the blood are related to Naga. Your ability to grasp something which cannot be grasped by the five senses. The other two, the Swana and Kaka, represent sharpening of your senses in terms of hearing and smelling, seeing and feeling, but the Naga represents that dimension which cannot be perceived by the senses. It is because of that, in the yogic culture, maximum attention was given to Naga. Well, Adiyogi is carrying a Naga around his throat because this represents that aspect of you where you're able to perceive something which your senses cannot perceive. Where the five senses fail, there the work of the Naga begins. Well, as a part of building this Isha Yoga Center as a powerful tirtha or as a powerful energy space, one process which is still not fully done is… I'm sorry. I promised you we will make the Naga in the Surya Kund grow. Well, he is growing but not at the pace I want because he is demanding certain things which hopefully by the beginning of next year, 2022, we will provide him what he wants and he will grow. He will grow right up till there and beyond. The intention is, in some way, this energy that we refer to as Naga, which is perceptive beyond five senses, envelops the planet itself. Been working on this for quite some time, well, with various other activities, not paid enough attention, but I think that is going to happen, at least significantly, through 2022, and maybe by 2024, we should have done something which really brings this quality to all those who are willing in the world. Let's see, it's a lot of work and it means in some way you are meddling with your own cellular activity, the basic pulsations of life in the cells. So it'll take some effort, some energy, some support, various things. Let's see how far we will get, but I'm sure we'll get there because the basics have been done. Question is only how quickly we will do it or how much time it takes. There is no more question about whether we will do it or not, we definitely will. It's been over 800 years since a Naga was consecrated in this way. We are here for a very unique possibility. You are part of the consecration. You're not here just as a spectator.
The intensity, the power, you see the mystical side of Sadhguru.
This is not about looking up, this is about rising up. Let's make it happen.
Around 700 BC, a Jewish king ordered that all snake temples must be destroyed because for whatever his own reasons. So systematically these things were broken in that region, otherwise the whole of Arabia, Eastern Europe, Northern Africa, South America were full of snake worship and temples were snake worship. Wherever anybody connected with Adiyogi goes, naturally the manifestation of snake and snake worship would be there. Even today, the modern medical sciences using spiral snakes. Mesopotamia, you see many images of this. You must see this in Turkey and Iraq region. There are plenty of broken parts of snake worship. The symbol of commerce even today is a spiral snake with 7 meeting places. The symbol of health is 3.5 spirals of the snake, which is something that we are using in so many ways. Dhyanalinga is 7-pointed spiral, and Devi Bhairavi is 3.5 spiral. This is how these images are made. This is a physical representation, this could be manifested in so many different ways. This is common knowledge, biblical knowledge that Moses used a copper snake or a brass snake to cure people of various things. And this snake worship continued. At some point even Jesus spoke something about snake worship. There is a statement by Jesus about snake worship or a brass this thing, because in the language of that region, the word snake and the word brass are very similar sounding.
12 dimensions of Naga, which are worshipped in India. These are called Ananta, Vasuki, Shesha, Padma, Kambala, Karkotaka, Ashvatara, Dhritarashtra, Sankapala, Kaliya, Takshaka and Pingala. These are the 12 aspects. These 12 aspects also relate to the 12 aspects of the calendar, the 12 aspects of the stars and stuff that people read. In various cultures, literally across the world, you see symbolisms, symbolic proof. From 20,000 years onwards, you will see various artifacts around the world showing how snake played an important part in their mystical journey of those tribes in variety of places, from Russia to China, of course India, Africa, Egypt, Greece, South America, North America, everywhere you have serpent symbolism representing this. And in North America, we discovered there is a 400-meter long serpent mound in Ohio, 400 meters long, overlooking a very big crater which could have happened either because of an asteroid hit or maybe a gas burst, they're saying. We do not know how it happened. But a 400-meter long serpent built with mud, a mound, it's a serpent mound. So, various people across the world have come to this not by transportation of cultures, that also has happened, but that is not the reason why it's happened. Wherever people perceived something beyond 5 senses, wherever people spent time, more eyes closed, pratyahara essentially. Pratyahara means you withdrew your senses. Wherever pratyahara happened, wherever withdrawal of sense happened, there Naga lived. There they recognized the significance of this dimension of evolutionary residue which remains within us, and how we can activate that and how it can become a process of one's evolution beyond the limitations of one's senses. The snake which is around Shiva's throat is referred to as Vasuki, but the Vishnu's snake is referred to as Shesha. If you do not know this, those of you who learnt early part of your school, you did in local languages in southern India, if you did, either in… I do not know what's the word in Tamil, but in Telugu and Kannada, if you're learning mathematics, Shesha means remainder. In mathematics, it's a common thing, Shesha. So that is the word that is used for this, because this snake or this serpent represents the Shesha, or what is always a reminder of when a certain creation ends, certain things remain, a certain core aspect remains, which once again germinates into another creation. So it is upon this Shesha that Vishnu rests. That means when he is resting, when there is no creation to maintain, he is resting on Shesha, what is remainder. Adishesha uncoils and time moves forward. This is the mythology about it. This means the remainder that is left from the previous creation stays, and when it begins to uncoil, it is called as Adishesha because it's the first reminder which is there, and it uncoils means another creation begins to happen. So this is a very profound aspect of life expressed in symbolic ways. So this Naga Panchami or Naga Panchami today represents all this in the month of Shravana, on the fifth day. This is the day which is very significant for those who want to penetrate and know life beyond their physicality, beyond their senses. This is not just about experiencing or realization or liberation, this is about knowing. If you want to know, maybe not everybody wishes to know, that is okay. Some people just want to be free, they don't care to know, it's all right. But those who want to know, for them, this aspect of evolutionary reminder within you is very, very important. Otherwise, it doesn't really function, whether you actually relate to the symbolism or not, but you have to invigorate that dimension. Your Adishesha has to begin to uncoil and move if you want to know aspects beyond five senses, aspects beyond physical nature. The Naga represents that dimension which cannot be perceived by the senses. It is because of that, in the yogic culture, maximum attention was given to Naga. Well, Adiyogi is carrying a Naga around his throat because this represents that aspect of you where you're able to perceive something which your senses cannot perceive. Where the five senses fail, there the work of the Naga begins.
So somewhere, I don't know the exact place, but those in America should know this better. The rising of the man is the rising of the snake. This is clearly a yogic statement, that the rising of the Kundalini is the ultimate rising of the human being, because without raising your energy to a higher dimension, the evolution of a human being or thinking that a human being is genuinely changing is a illusory process, because whatever changes you make in your attitude and your intentions are purely psychological and they can be washed away in a moment. If you lose your mind, you would have lost it. But the raising of the human being is only when the energy, the latent energy which we refer to as Kundalini, which is clearly represented as a coiled-up snake in the yogic system, it is only in the raising of that there is a permanent transformation in a human being. This is a statement made by Jesus in the Bible, saying that the rising of the snake is the rising of the man, or the rising of the man is the rising of the snake. So these are all different things which says the influence of the yogic system goes right back to 18,000–20,000 years in terms of archaeological proof, and there is really no part of the planet, I think the only place they did not go is North Pole and South Pole. Maybe in the Eskimo culture, it does not exist. Literally everywhere else, some influence of this is seen and it has spread across. And all this done without any kind of compulsiveness, without any kind of force, only by showing the significance of what it is.
When did Sadhguru become this kind? has always been this kind. It's just that it's important that in today's world, everything needs to be logically correct. Being logically correct will take us to a certain point. Beyond that, some of them, these manifestations are made by human beings, but there are many other manifestations of Naga which are not of human origin. We do not know who created them, definitely not human beings, but they are floating around in the cosmos and doing their own thing. Whoever wants to perceive, whoever wants to dig deeper into life, for them it's always been available. As in the video we were saying, every major event in my life is always punctuated with the presence of Naga. I didn't seek this, it always happened. Naga that we have created in the last 800 years, this kind of consecration has not happened. And all of you are here on this Nagar Panchami day. There is many more things that I can do to confuse the hell out of you, which I don't want to do today. We'll choose another day for that, right? Because as you step into these realms, either you will defeat your logic or your logic will defeat you. One of these things will happen. So defeating your logic is not going to be that easy. It takes really earth-shaking experiences within you. When something very fundamental is moved, only then you will drop your logic. Otherwise, you will not give it up. So the only thing that will happen is your logic will defeat you.
ಶಿವನವನೆಂದು ಬಾಗಿ ನಮಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಾಡಿ ಶರಣಾಗಿ ನಿಂದಿಹೆವು ನಾವು ನಗವೇ. ಪರಮಶಿವನವನೆಂದು ಬಾಗಿ ನಮಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಾಡಿ ಶರಣಾಗಿ ನಿಂದಿಹೆವು ನಾವು ನಗವೇ. ಪರಮಶಿವನವನೆಂದು ಬಾಗಿ ಕೊಂಡಾಡಿ ಶರಣಾಗಿ ನಿಂದಿಹೆವು ನಾವು ನಗವೇ. ಪರಮಶಿವನವನೆಂದು ಬಾಗಿ ನಮಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಾಡಿ ಶರಣಾಗಿ ನಿಂದಿಹೆವು ನಾವು ನಗವೇ. ಪರಮನೆಂದು ತಿಳಿದು ಅವನ ಪಾದ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡದೆ, ಪರಮನೆಂದು ತಿಳಿದು ಅವನ ಪಾದ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡದೆ, ಕೊರಳೇರಿ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವುದು ಏಕೆ ನಾಗವೇ. ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗ ನಾಗವೇ ನಾಗವೇ.
Vestigial limbs, a glimpse into evolutionary history. Snakes, fascinating creatures with a rich evolutionary history, exhibit remnants of their terrestrial ancestry. One intriguing aspect is the presence of vestigial limbs, a ghostly echo from their four-legged lizard ancestors. While snakes lack external limbs, some species possess tiny structures known as pelvic spurs. These non-functional remnants of hind limbs are more pronounced in males and are situated internally. This vestigial trait serves as a testament to the revolutionary journey of snakes, illustrating their transition from limbed to legless forms over millions of years. Venom variation, tailoring toxins for survival. The venomous nature of some snakes has been a subject of both fear and fascination. What adds another layer of complexity to this aspect is the remarkable variation in venom composition, even within a single species. Geographic location, ecological niche, and prey preferences all contribute to the diversity of snake venoms. This adaptability allows certain snake populations to fine-tune their venom to match the specific challenges they face in their environment. Some may prioritize neurotoxins for quick subduing of prey, while others emphasize hemotoxins for a more potent effect. Cannibalism, a surprising behavior in snakes. Beyond the stereotypical image of snakes as solitary predators, some species display a surprising behavior, cannibalism. While not universal among snakes, instances of individuals preying on members of their own species have been documented. This behavior can arise due to competition for resources, territory disputes, or even during mating encounters. It challenges traditional notions of snake behavior, highlighting the complexity of their interactions within ecosystems. Parthenogenesis, asexual reproduction in snakes. The concept of parthenogenesis, a form of asexual reproduction, is not typically associated with vertebrates. However, certain snake species defy this expectation. Female snakes, under certain circumstances, can reproduce without the need for mating. Parthenogenesis results in offspring that are genetically identical to the mother, a phenomenon documented in various species, including pit vipers and boas. While not the primary mode of reproduction, the ability to reproduce independently provides a unique advantage in certain situations. Tails that mimic heads, deceptive defensive strategies. Evolutionary pressures have led to ingenious adaptations in snakes, including some species developing tail markings that mimic the appearance of their heads. When threatened, these snakes may hide their vulnerable heads and elevate their tails, presenting a visual illusion to potential predators. This mimicry serves as a form of defensive strategy, potentially confusing attackers and redirecting aggression towards the less vital tail. It exemplifies the intricate ways in which snakes have evolved to navigate the challenges of their environments. Sensory adaptations, an exquisite dance with the environment. Snakes possess a remarkable array of sensory adaptations that enable them to navigate their surroundings and locate prey. While many are aware of a snake's ability to taste the air with their forked tongues, fewer may know about the Jacobson's organ, also known as vomeronasal organ, located on the roof of their mouths. This organ detects pheromones, aiding in communication and locating potential mates. Additionally, some species can detect infrared radiation through specialized pit organs, allowing them to sense the heat emitted by warm-blooded prey even in total darkness. Longevity and slow metabolism, surviving the odds. Snakes exhibit a fascinating combination of longevity and the slow metabolic rate. Their ability to survive extended periods without food is attributed to their slow metabolism. Shedding skin as a vital ritual. The process of shedding skin, known as ecdysis, is a captivating ritual in a snake's life. It serves multiple purposes, allowing for growth, regenerating damaged skin, and shedding parasites. Before shedding, a snake's eye takes on a cloudy appearance, signaling the imminent molt. The snake then rubs against rough surfaces to facilitate the shedding process, emerging with vibrant, freshly molted skin. This adaptation not only ensures the snake's health but also plays a role in maintaining its overall vitality. Social behaviors beyond the solo serpent. While snakes are often perceived as solitary creatures, some species exhibit surprising social behaviors. Certain snakes from communal groups where individuals may share basking sites or cooperative hunt for prey. Their social interactions challenge traditional notions of snake behavior, portraying a more complex and nuanced picture of their social dynamics. Environmental indicators. Snakes as ecosystem barometers. Snakes play a crucial role in ecosystems, acting as both predators and prey. The presence and abundance of snake populations can serve as indicators of an ecosystem's health. Changes in snake populations may reflect alternations in prey availability, habitat quality, or the presence of pollutants. Understanding these relationships is essential for conservation efforts, as declines in snake populations can have cascading effects on entire ecosystems. In summary, the world of snakes is a tapestry woven with complex adaptations, behaviors, and ecological significance. From their sophisticated sensory abilities to their remarkable longevity, snakes continue to captivate researchers and enthusiasts alike. By unraveling the intricacies of their lives, we gain not only a deeper understanding of the reptiles but also valuable insights into the delicate balance of ecosystems they inhabit. The mysteries surrounding these creatures are likely to unfold, revealing even more about the fascinating world they inhabit.